Can we just comment on how fucking professional I look right now? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Tanya here. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on the video. And if this is not your first time here, thank you so much for joining me yet again. Today we're going to be discussing something that we've already discussed twice, but I have gotten so many comments, I mean, a lot for me, on how to use it, on how I didn't use it properly, on reasons why other people like it. So I'm talking about the Gelish brush-on structure gel that in the past I have said didn't make sense to me and had no point. I lied. I was mistaken. I fucking love it now. In the past, I had done it on my short nails, on my own nails, and on some of my clients who also have short nails, and it is meant for natural nails. It's not meant to create an enhancement, it's just meant to strengthen your natural nails. So I had done it on my shorter nails and just wasn't super happy with the outcome. I just seemed like, well, I could do this with any gel polish system. It doesn't need to be extra thick or extra structure-y or anything. So yeah, it didn't make sense to me in the past on my short nails, on other people's short nails. But as I continued to use it, and as my nails grew out with this as a structure to stop them from breaking, I haven't not used it. I haven't gone back to enhancements on my own hands. These are my natural nails that I just grew out using this. I do have stronger nails. I'm lucky that way. My nails do grow fast. I don't have a problem growing them, and they don't break super easy. That being said, when they're wet, in the wintertime, I also work with a lot of solvents. Obviously, being a nail tech, I am regularly filing my own nails and weakening them by what I do with my hands, and I have found that by using this, they're not as weak. Not that they're weak to begin with, but they're not, even in those extenuating circumstances, they're not weak. One of my favorite things about this is when you put it on, you do your set and everything. I have noticed it keeps its flexibility. So when your nails are wet, if your nails are a little bit bendier or weaker, you can get, I don't know if you can see, but there is flexibility. Like, I can bend my nail, and especially when they're wet, your nails definitely increase in flexibility, but this allows for the flexibility so that the gel doesn't crack, which will then create the ability for water to get underneath and then the ability to lift and peel off. This doesn't do that. If it's put on too thick, it will. So just keep that in mind when you're doing it. The shorter the nail, I would say the thinner the application. But once you get to a longer nail, I personally apply it like I would any sort of builder in a bottle or something. I definitely build up an apex. I definitely do create a little bit more thickness to the nail, but that is because they are longer and I want that little bit of extra strength. But with the flexibility, like I said, it doesn't crack off, it doesn't peel off unless you do it too thick. If you're putting a polish over top of it, whether it be a regular polish or a gel polish, and a top coat, you may notice the color or the top coat cracking, and that is just because of the different formulation. But the actual base of the structure gel does not crack, it does not peel, it just moves with the nail, creating additional strength, additional structure to your natural nail. It helps smooth out your natural nail if you have any bumps or lumps, or if you've removed another set and they're all raggedy looking, this will just smooth it out. So I have almost used up my original translucent pink. I did repurchase it because I actually like it that much. I'm using it consistently on myself, consistently with 3 or 4 other of my clients who originally started off with acrylic enhancements, and then once their nails got to the length that they wanted and we were essentially just doing an acrylic overlay, we soaked off the acrylic and are just now working with the Gelish structure gel. I basically infill it the same I would any gel or acrylic overlay. I'll insert some of the application process that I'm talking about, or maybe we could even do an entirely separate video on how I infill. But I have repurchased it, so I clearly like it. And then I decided to try out the cover pink. It is a beautiful light sort of peachy pinky nude. Beautiful. It's lovely. I used it on myself and on one client. It works just as well. This is perfect for clients who love a nude. This is perfect. You don't need any extra work. You just throw this on and you're good to go. I still don't have the clear. Every time I try to order the clear, it is sold out or unavailable. So I cannot tell you what it's like to encapsulate glitters or embellishments or anything like that, but as soon as I do know, I will let you know. It is important to remember that when working with a specific system like Gelish, it is important to use their foundation and top coat if you're only going to be using this product. Obviously, foundation is the base coat, which will then help this adhere and stay proper on the nail, and then the top it off is obviously the top coat. Personally, this is not my favorite top coat. I will always remove the sticky layer from the structure gel. I will give it a quick buff, which I know in a lot of the comments everybody said you don't need to buff it, you don't need to buff it, you don't need to buff it. I understand, and I am going to make an application video showing you why I do, but I always remove the sticky layer, give a quick buff, and then I use the top coat that I enjoy using. And the reason that I do that is so that there is no, because this does cure with a sticky layer, there is going to be no cross-contamination of product because the sticky layer is essentially uncured product. So I don't want that transferring onto my other top coat brush. So we remove the sticky layer, and then to create something for the top coat to really adhere to, we give it a quick buff so that the top coat doesn't peel off. And I've had no problems doing that. I do it to all of my nails personally. I do it when I apply color. I put the structure gel down, file it. On my nails, I do use an actual file just to get the shape that I actually want. But I will, like I said, do an application video in the future. I just really wanted to get this out there and tell you that, like, this, I was really wrong. I was confused about what I was talking about. I was unsure of what these actually were. But after working with it on myself, on multiple clients, and on seeing other products come out,
I love it!
Reminder, this is a soak off. You don't need to file it off the nail. You can soak it off. I generally do the majority file and then a quick soak. You do it however you want. I'm going to have multiple videos on how to use this specific product for all different purposes. I'm going to show you how to do it on short nails, on what I do for long nails, what I do when I'm doing a color or art on top, and then once I get the clear, obviously encapsulating glitter and embellishments. That one I'm super excited about. So if all of that sounds interesting, you might as well subscribe instead of having to search for me over and over again. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you learned something. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment on what you would like to see done with this product. And again, thank you all so much for clicking on the video and for watching all these videos. I hope you have a fabulous day, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye!